Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome back to the Uncorked Podcast,
Welcome back, everybody.
episode 4, right?
Yes.
4.
We're rocking and rolling through these.
Yeah.
It's weird because
Yeah.
I feel like we're recording every 2 weeks and it still feels like it's going by so
Going by,
quickly.
Yeah. We're already on episode 4. That's insanity. What are we drinking today, real quick?
Celsius.
Live free. I was trying to think of a quote. Live free, die hard. It didn't make any sense.
No, I'm addicted and I don't care.
Yeah, you got me hooked on these as well.
They're so good. They don't make me shaky. So this is my favorite.
This is the best one.
Yeah, the apple pear.
Yes, best one.
It's so good.
Yep. So, funny story about these. So, I'd gotten one for work and I had gotten 2.
Yeah.
So, I was like, oh, I'll save this one for my next shift.
Yeah.
So, I go and next shift comes along. I take a sip and I immediately spit that shit out. It was so nasty. I'm like, oh God, it must have went bad.
It's because they
what
have
is going on?
non-carbonated ones.
Yeah. So I'm reading it and it says non-carbonated. And I'm like, shit, I didn't even know they had those.
Why would they make those? Flavor, I was really excited to try. They have a peach green tea. It's non-carbonated.
Yeah. It tastes like the flat, if that went flat.
Yeah. Just don't drink more than 2 in a day because I did. And then I was with Kendall and Kendall goes, don't consume more than 2 in a day. She's reading the back and I was like, what'd you just say? And there's a graveyard of them in the back of my car. There's got to be 20 empty ones.
There's a graveyard.
Yeah. It's not good. Anyways.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day outside.
Yeah, it has been.
I imagine this is what California feels like all the time.
Yeah.
It's no humidity. It's hot, but you could wear a sweatshirt if you wanted to for comfort.
I mean, anything's better than what we've had
The
this
rain.
summer. Oh my good God. We went on a little trip this week.
Mm-hmm. We went to a campground in Old Orchard Beach.
Yeah.
We kind of made it one of those days where we were we're not gonna stress anything. We're just gonna go with it. And it was the best day I think I've had all summer so far.
We took the pontoon boat out on the ocean. Honestly, it wasn't that choppy, but for a pontoon boat, it was we were the adventurous ones in the front of the boat.
There's water coming in the bottom of the boat and soaking everything.
Yeah.
And I just didn't bring a change of clothes.
Yeah.
I just went in my bathing suit and it was really just an unplanned thing. I had no other anything and all my clothes got soaked. So after a few hours, I was
she was freezing
because me and Kendall jumped in the water, which is another thing. I wish I wasn't terrified of the ocean. And then Kendall started panicking. And so I was she's like, get to the ladder. And I'm like, oh my God, should I be what?
No, my thing is if I can see below me, I'm fine.
Yeah.
If we were in Mexico and that was crystal clear water, I would jump in it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't think twice. Where we're from, the deeper you get, you really can't see.
We have a combined you can't sit with us today. You can't sit with us if you aggressively question our IDs.
Hell no.
No, it's not
sitting with me.
For the past year, you and I both, it's not just me. I know I look younger than I am, but do I look younger than 21? And I was the guy who was the bouncer, I think I was older than him.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Hey, it is a compliment. It's when almost keep your ID for 5 minutes going this. There's bending it back and forth. It's me.
I think it's a compliment when you're 40. You look 14. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're okay, what year were you born? Remember you had your fake ID and you memorized the whole thing? You knew the fake address and the year you were born. And
I never had one.
When someone asks you that, there's you get so anxious, even though it's your real birthday.
Specifically, the guy, we got carded twice, actually. So we got carded walking in from the bouncer, and then we got carded by the waiter we had. He was just being difficult, I feel like. If someone doesn't believe that it's you and it's actually you,
can you call the cops?
I don't know.
And we're just down there, trying to get some chicken nuggets and, get a beer. But...
And it's out of state.
Okay, our first segment today.
Agree to disagree.
Da-na.
Da. No, it's actually agree, strongly agree, Disagree, strongly disagree. Right?
Episode 4, you've got it down pat.
I do. I got it finally. All right.
You want to go first?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
No, you go first.
Pineapple on pizza is delicious.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Agree. Yeah.
Not strongly agree.
No.
I don't like it all the time. To be in the mood for it.
What's your combination?
Honestly, I kind of just like pineapple on it.
Okay.
Like just cheese and pineapple.
You can't go solo dolo with pineapple.
Why?
It's not that good.
Why?
My build with pineapple is gonna be a barbecue chicken with jalapenos and pineapple. When I do like a Hawaiian style pizza, that's when I do pineapple. I've fucked around once or twice with pine and pep, but
pine and pep. Okay.
A little pep and cheese with some pineapple. I think Pat has had that before.
What? Pine and pep?
Yeah. I don't know. But no, my typical, if I'm going to do pineapple, it's like a barbecue pulled pork or something. And it has jalapeno on it and it's like spicy. But
you're getting fancy.
Well, the barbecue chicken pizza. I don't know.
I could also do bacon and pine.
Yeah, I think you need that like salty savory with the pineapple to make it good.
Definitely. All right. Bad body odor is worse than bad breath.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Agree.
Yeah, like in the morning, I can't do bad breath. Like I don't know how people wake up and start making out. It makes me want to vomit.
Brush your teeth.
But I typically am not close. No, I'm changing it.
Are you?
I'm so changing it because if someone has BO, it's annoying and I'm like, oh, you fucking stink. But if I'm talking to someone and I can smell their breath, that makes me gag more than someone smelling bad.
Like BO. But what if it's like not body odor?
You haven't washed your
you haven't washed
areas,
yourself. You haven't. That I can't handle. Like if I can smell your nuts, like clothes, like I can handle BO.
That doesn't happen to me too often. But like, no, it's not typical. I'm walking around like smelling ball sack, you know?
Yeah. With breath though, I feel like if I notice someone has bad breath, I just probably like would avoid them and not talk to them. But
people are always anxious after they drink a coffee or like eat garlic or something. And that doesn't bother me. Like when I say bad breath, it's like, I feel like you can tell a difference between when someone just ate a sub. I'm like, oh, would you have a turkey sandwich?
Yeah.
I can smell that. It's really just bad hygiene. Let's just label it. Luigi is more handsome than Mario. 1, 2, 3. Strongly agree.
Poor Mario.
Luigi's
I don't know. I just think Luigi's like taller and a little more fit. I mean, he wouldn't be my first choice if he was standing right in front of me, but if I had to pick between the two, I'm going Luigi.
No, I think Luigi's kind of hot.
Like,
there's this guy I met at a auto parts, whatever. He was like a mechanic, and he looks a lot like Luigi in person. And ever since that, I was like, "Oh, you're hot."
You like that Flavor Saver?
Yeah. Actually, pro mustache. I think that's a thing for me.
You like stashies?
I do. Kendall's boss got a mustache. I don't know if you're watching this, but no attraction there. Then he got a mustache, and I was like,
looks like a porn star. Some people can rock it. I don't know. I'm just not a big facial hair girl.
Oh my god,
I like a little scruff. I've never been attracted to that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I do like the curly ones.
You want a little French guy?
If you have that, good. Like I'm like impressed. Hey, good for you.
Kendall and I could not have more opposite tastes in men. I feel like we're so different in terms of what we like. Like I'd walk into a room and be like, he's hot, and Kendall would be like, really?
I mean, in a general sense, we do. Like we can look at people and agree that they're attractive.
Yeah.
But
But I probably wouldn't go home with the same man that you would want to go. Like if we both walked into a bar, we wouldn't be bringing home the same person.
No.
I would
definitely not.
No.
Less competition. It's better to test the water than to dive right into it.
Strongly disagree.
I put agree.
Yeah.
But I don't do it. I would like to say that I think it's better to just dive in and not feel it, but sometimes I'm a sucker and I'll be like,
to just strongly agree.
Yeah,
is what I meant
strongly
to say.
Agree. Okay.
Yeah. I don't test shit. I just go.
Yeah,
that's in all areas of life.
It depends, like where I am. Somewhere tropical, I'll just jump right in. But
no, like, pool doesn't matter. I can't feel it. If I'm getting
into a pool, I'm like, let me just test this out.
It never feels the same when you get in. Like, you know it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's not that bad. It's never that bad. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just jump in the water.
Or did we test the water when we jumped in?
You did, I think. Yeah.
Did I?
And I was like, let's just do it. And Kendall was like running back and forth from no, this side looks better. No, this side. I'm like, it's the ocean. It's all the same water. just
like, there won't be a shark over there.
She's like, I don't like that side. I'm like, okay. Sauce on the side is better than sauce on top.
I like this one.
1, 2, 3. Agree.
Strongly agree. Strongly. Depends what I'm eating too. Like if it's wings, fucking mix them, sauce them, do what we got to do. I typically am like a dipper. I hate when my food's messy. Yeah. Like I hate eating messy food. There's like nothing worse.
See, I was thinking more like spaghetti. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Like pasta sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I was dipping sauces.
Well, when do they ever really put ranch on top of the wing? Mostly sauce is always on the side.
Saucy shit. I don't know.
Put it on and put it on the side. I'm both when it comes to that. Like, put it everywhere, all over the thing. When it comes to like spaghetti, I don't like a lot of sauce.
Yeah.
So, like, when people make the spaghetti with sauce in one pan, it like I'm like, no.
Yeah.
My stepmom always cooked me pasta with butter. And then she'd cook her sauce and her meat and everything. And then you assorted your plate. Because how do you know my sauce ratio?
I don't know. I think my thing is just I don't like it all drips out. And then like the bread gets soggy. And
like you don't like messy food. I don't give a shit. I just want like sauce on everything. I just want it to be covered in sauce completely.
Saucy girl. This one's a good one.
Okay.
I think you'll like this one.
What?
A bad haircut is worse than a bad dye job.
Disagree.
We're very in sync today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually curious to see your take on this just because you worked in the industry for a while. I've never had either.
You've never had a bad haircut?
Mm-mm.
Or you've had a bad dye job?
Yeah, but I did it myself.
Look, hair grows back and a bad haircut is traumatizing. I think initially a bad haircut is more traumatizing. Mm-hmm. Women value the length of their hair to their femininity, but really a bad color job is the worst. Like once you get into color correcting and your hair is orange, it's never, it takes 3 to 4 appointments just to like get it to look presentable. And you have to go to work and there's no hiding it. It's not like you have bad haircut where you could just like put it up in a bun for a couple days, like while it grows out. Because realistically, your haircut looks the best like 2 to 3 weeks after you get your haircut. Yeah. Like that like ½ inch grows out over the month and you fuck up your hair dye and it could be game over, honestly. it can ruin the texture and the color of your hair for a long time.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. I 100,000% agree with you. My sister is going through it right now. Mm-hmm. And she went darker.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to get almost like a caramel swirl. So she started like dyeing her hair with box dye and doing all this stuff. And now there's like 4 different colors in her hair and it's like fading.
Shave it off.
She just recently got it fixed back to blonde. The lady did a great job for what it was.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you she had 4 different colors on her head and they weren't good colors. It was
just banding.
Yes. Yeah. It's still fucked up.
Haircuts too is you can get like extensions, you can like add length or subtract length to your hair, like depending on like different styles. Like for a color, I mean, you like wear a wig, like that's your only option, or shave it off. Like had to cut 6 or 7 inches off of my hair because I fucked it up. And like just I want to go black.
Yeah.
And then I saw myself and I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Like just tears, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
My advice, have fun with your hair, play around, do all the fun things. Honestly, I loved all the different phases of my hair. But if you are a blonde and you know that you're a blonde, try not to go so dark with your hair ever, because all blondes are blondes at the end of the day. I've not met another blonde who doesn't feel that way. You could try to go to the dark side, but blondes are just blondes.
I've thought about it many times, and I've never done it. I'm like, nope.
I've always gone back.
Nope.
Want to do ask yourself?
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. I'm a little nervous for mine.
Why?
I don't know if it's like what the question is, but let's go with it.
Okay, we did ask yourself today. This is the segment where we ask you something to think about. Maybe you could think about it on your own, think about it with us. And if you have any that you really like, please write in. We'd love to ask them on here. What's one of the most sensible things you've ever heard someone say?
You go first.
What I wrote is, if you spend your whole life trying to control everything, you'll sometimes avoid the lesser outcome, but you'll always miss the better outcome. And as a kid, like I was really struggled with things that were out of my control, like death. If I just prepared and prevented, then everything else in life would fall into place. And we went to a yoga class the other day, and usually at the beginning of the yoga class, they kind of like give a little speech of something that they want you to focus on for that class. When you work so hard to make sure the bad thing doesn't happen and to make it happen the way that you want it to happen, you're probably going to avoid that bad thing, but you're also going to avoid the other possibilities that it could be even better than how you're planning it to be. Like maybe you can't understand like the best picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if you're trying to control everything, right? Like you said, you're gonna miss out on if something else was supposed to happen that day, or almost like fate, or testing your fate. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're not gonna be able to control everything.
Having control gives me a sense of
nothing bad can happen.
One, nothing bad can happen, and like it'll get done the right way. My way isn't always the best way. And I'm just trying to like avoid past experiences, but I'm also missing out on like a different way of doing things, or a different way of thinking about things, or like a different outcome that could be way more beneficial to my life versus just like letting things happen.
Trying to control.
Yeah. I've met like some of the best people in my life by chance, had some of the best experiences by chance.
And you never know, like other people's brains are different than yours. So the advice you're giving may be for yourself, but may not work others. You know what I mean? I feel like that's where you get like antsy and anxiety.
My brain is right.
Yeah. So you think for you it's right. But it's weird because I wouldn't point you as a control freak. If we do like trips or something, you're not like that. Maybe you are in a different way. I wouldn't say you're like a control freak. Like you don't have to, like if we're doing a trip or we're doing like a day thing or whatever, you're not the bitchy one who's like, we need to do this now and this, that, and this now. Like you're very go with the flow.
Yes. But I'm thinking it.
Okay. All right.
No, when it comes to like my friends and stuff like that, I am very go with the flow, and I am just like, I'm so 50-50. It's so wild. Like my personality can like totally range from just like, I don't give a shit, do whatever you want, think whatever you want. It doesn't bother me. I'm going to continue doing what I want, like whatever. Like I can go from 0 to 100.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say I'm a control freak, but I do have some tendencies, and I feel like I like to control the people closest to me almost. And it's weird because it's like no one else. But that's just anxiety. That's just like overwhelming stress.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
It's getting better day by day.
How have you been working on it?
By taking like deep breaths.
Deep breaths.
And like, I think before I didn't know I was doing it. I was just getting so frustrated. I think I'm just more aware of it. And like anything in life, like you have to practice it to get better at it. Just being able to acknowledge it and be like, okay, this is a situation where one, it probably has nothing to do with you.
It's not your problem.
It's not your problem. Whereas like I just like take everything on. So I've just gotten better at being like, you're going to feel like this, sit in the uncomfortable. It's making you uncomfortable, not being able to do anything about the situation. So just let it and then move on from it. And so I do. I sit there for 10 minutes and I'm frustrated, I'm pissed, and I'm annoyed, and I'm stressed, and I will usually call my mom or I'll text you and I'll be like,
yeah.
And then it's over.
I've seen a change in you, especially the past couple months, and I'm proud of you. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Doing good.
Okay, move on.
Okay. Mine is a quote from my grandfather that he has always said. If you ask anyone in our family, this is like his go-to quote. But especially in sports, my number was 10. But you're number 10 on your program, but number 1 in your heart. That was my jersey number for every sport. You know, he would say it to my brothers. He would say it. Like, it's just his saying. It doesn't matter if you came in 5th or you came in 10th. Like, as long as you're, like, giving it your all deep down inside and you believe that you're number 1, like, you're going to succeed, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like as long as you're happy with the job that you did. Like,
so for example, the cycle, like the
cycling.
Like, I think I came in last the first time I ever went, and I was like, I didn't even care. Like, I think I was ranked like 24. I was like, you know what? I came in here, and this is the first time I did this, and I'm just proud of myself. Like, to me, like, I was number 1. Like, you know, I did it.
You were so high on life. I think too, for someone like you specifically, you are naturally good at a lot of things. And I think you do sometimes struggle when something doesn't come naturally to you because you're so used to just being very good at things. You know what I mean? I think you can
definitely. I've been thinking about it like more recently because I've definitely calmed my competitiveness down a lot. And it's almost like if I'm not first, it's like I feel like a failure.
Is it because you knew that you could have gotten first? Like,
sometimes I just have to be better. Like, it's like I've always been that way.
Yeah.
Like, I just like to come in first. Like,
which
I don't know,
could be a
sports,
good thing.
Like any
or it can hurt
but
you.
it also is a bad thing. Like, even when we used to play pool and we would lose, like I would fucking lose it.
Yeah.
Like, it would ruin my whole night. Like, I'd be like, well, what? He did that. I don't know. It's just, I just feel like if I'm not the best, then I'm almost like people are looking at me like I'm a failure.
It's you. If you're not first, you're last. I think you have that mentality.
I do. I definitely do. I'm slowly learning, like, get that out of my head. Like, who gives a shit if I came in 4th or 5th? Like, as long as I had fun and I tried my best and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
You walked right into yoga, which is another thing I thought you were going to struggle with. And you had no idea what you were doing and you still had the best time.
Yeah.
Like, you still like went in and like when she like told everyone to do the om, you were like saying it out loud. And when she's like, okay, everyone take a deep breath. Some people are like more quiet with their deep breath. Kendall's like in the middle of the room, like just doesn't care. Like, you really did go into both of those things with your all. And it honestly changed the way that I participate in the classes.
Yeah.
Like, I became more vocal and more like involved. Just
it makes things more fun. Like, before, when I would like lose it, like, it just wasn't fun to play. Like, I'd be like so high strung. I have to come in first. Like, I have to beat you. I have to beat you. That's all I'm thinking in my head. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing and having a good time.
Enjoying it. Yeah.
Enjoying it. And I feel like I've been better at that lately.
Yeah. I was at work the other day and I was having a really bad day. It was just one of those days where I was like, I'm sorry, I'm grumpy, having a bad day. And I like went and did like 3 things behind the bar and I kind of like messed them all up. Like, I just was consistently failing. And I like walked down the bar and I was like, what am I even doing? Like, I'm like talking to myself out loud, and from like across the bar, one of my coworkers yelled, "Your best."
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm doing my best. That's what I'm doing. Like, this is my best. Now I say that all the time. I'm like, you're doing your best. Your best.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I think that was a good
Yeah,
one.
that's a
I
good
liked
one,
that
right?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
All right. Thanks, Gramps.
Shout out, John.
I didn't believe it when I was little, but I'm getting there. I'm finally figuring out the quote.
P.S. Her grandfather's so hot. Anyways.
Good God.
All right. To end this off, because I have to go to work in like 20 minutes. Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde. This is a new seggy seg.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, it's kind of like a play on We're Blondes, and maybe we should know these things, but we don't.
Oh God.
Or no, we're just gonna try and guess.
Hey,
them,
I did trivia question.
That's what I did, but we'll see.
There
was this one time where me and Kendall were playing when I like am describing something and you have to guess what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
And so anyway, so I'm describing to Kendall.
Yeah.
Kendall, what are the roads made out of? What are the roads made out of? And Kendall went, concrete. And I went, we got the right answer. And everyone in the room just starts losing it and was like, roads are made out of asphalt. And I was like,
all right.
She still got it.
Let's get technical here. Jesus.
But
but you had that answer.
I
so
know.
Technically, I gotta stop. Take it back. Like technically we were right.
Okay, anyways, I'll go first.
Okay.
How
many do you have, by the way?
3.
Oh, all right.
How many do you have?
6.
Okay.
But I'll go after
I
you.
have 4. I could do this 4th one. It's kind of a silly one. But my first one is, what's the average size of a flaccid penis?
Well, there, hun. I had this question too.
This is why I said we should go.
Flaccid, though? I don't know the flaccid.
You wrote, what is the average size of
a dick? I'm gonna go. So, the average size of a human penis is, I think it was 5.16 inches.
Okay.
So if it's not hard, I'm gonna go with could be a grower, not a shower. Go like 3.5 inches.
That is correct.
Is it?
It's 3.5 to 3.9 inches is the average length of a flaccid penis.
How long does the average male orgasm last?
I
have this one too.
Not this one, but
Okay.
a similar one. I would say like 10 seconds.
6.
6 seconds?
Average 6.
That wasn't that off. 3.
And how long have they not finished for? Like,
yeah.
This is just a general.
Breakfast?
We always do this. We always overanalyze each thing. It's like, no, it's just the general
6 seconds.
question.
I wasn't that far off.
6 seconds. Yes. How long does the average female orgasm last?
This one I would say is longer. I would say it would be more like 10 seconds.
20.
I'm going to time it.
Next time. I'll time mine.
And how do guys still not know if we've come or not? This is the information they need.
Gets better.
Okay. Mine on top of this is, what mammal has the longest orgasm on Earth?
Ooh. A turtle.
Why turtle?
The big turtles.
You think if they're bigger?
You know the big ass turtles?
Yeah,
that are like
the giant
dogs?
turtles.
Yeah. I don't know, because
No.
I've seen videos of them orgasming. It's intense. They're like,
why have you seen videos of turtles orgasming?
because they're hilarious. No, I don't think it's the turtle, though. I feel like I know this. Hold on.
pigs.
Pigs?
So, a pig.
Really?
Pig's
That's a fun
orgasm
fact.
usually lasts up to 30 minutes long. They ejaculate for 6 minutes straight, but can continue to produce semen for 30 minutes. And the feeling of the ejaculation can last 30 to 90 minutes. And also, like, who are the people that study this and, like, test this? Like, imagine that's your job. You're like, oh, I gotta go fucking.
Probably wouldn't be me.
That would be Kendall's dream job. So I think what we take away from this is eat more pork.
Americans think which regional accent is the sexiest, most liked, and recognizable? I was a little surprised with this one.
It's not British.
No.
Oh, I don't know then.
Southern.
Oh, yeah. I should have
Southern. I was kind of surprised with that one.
Nothing like a fucking Southern
Are you
man
into
coming
accents?
up to me.
I'm not into accents.
You know I'm into accents. This one guy came into Kendall's bar. He's like a professional soccer player, and he was from Ireland. And he was like not cute whatsoever. And then he just started talking, and I was like, I love you. And I went up to Kendall. I was like, I'm in love with him. Sat with him.
I'm like, no, you're not.
Night. I was not in love with him, but dude, his freaking Irish accent got me.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, definitely a Southern man coming up to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not huge into accents. Like, they don't, like, a lot of people be like, oh, accent. Like, I'm in. I like Australian accents. I think they're the coolest accent. But if we're in, like, US, I really like Ben Affleck, The Town.
Like Boston.
Ooh. But not, like, too much.
Yeah.
Like, him in that movie, perfect. Like, that is the accent. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Back to orgasms. What percent of women never reach an orgasm from intercourse only?
Oh, it's got to be like decently high.
Oh, yeah.
70?
Close.
75?
75% or more.
Yeah.
And then do you want to know the males' percentage?
Oh,
90. 90 or more.
Wait.
Isn't that insane?
Never reach an orgasm? Do.
Yeah. But with toys, hands, and tongue involved, it drops to 50%.
Guys, figure it out.
Figure it out.
Where is it? Find it.
Like, those are insane numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 90%. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But
honestly.
the intercourse alone, I can honestly say I've never.
All right, we do have to wrap this up, but yeah, I really liked today's segments. I think they were really fun.
It was fun.
Here, we'll see you back for episode 5. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Send some love. Show us some love.
Send some segment ideas. Like, seriously, we're open. There it is. She's right here. Her camera just died again.
Okay, bye.
We love you so much. Bye.